Peepers, the tiny blue fish you grab for food in the first 5 minutes of Subnautica. But what if I told you that these innocent little creatures secretly saved an entire planet from extinction? 4546b was supposed to die. Every other world infected by the Kharaa bacteria did die, but somehow life on this ocean planet survived long enough for you to arrive. And the truth of how that happened is one of Subnautica's most interesting pieces of lore. Today, I'm breaking down how Peepers carried the cure, stopped the extinction, and saved every living creature on 4546b, including you as the player. The Kharaa bacterium is one of the deadliest pathogens in the Subnautica universe. It jumps between planets and wipes out ecosystems. It leaves worlds completely barren. When the Precursors detected Kharaa on their home worlds, they moved to 4546b to research, and they knew that they were out of time. They tried everything: massive quarantine systems, they created warpers to hunt infected life, many research facilities, and they even managed to imprison the Sea Emperor Leviathan. And still, they failed. Planet-wide extinction was inevitable. But here's the mystery: extinction never happened. Something that the Precursors may have noticed kept their ecosystem alive, and that something was swimming right under our noses. The Sea Emperor Leviathan is possibly the most intelligent creature on the planet. She communicates telepathically, understands emotion, and most importantly, she understands the balance of life on 4546b better than any scientist ever could. While imprisoned, she discovered one tiny loophole, a behaviour that the Precursors didn't understand. Peepers naturally swim into a chamber through alien vents that were built by the Precursors. These alien vents were built to allow oxygen-rich water from multiple biomes to be pumped into the Sea Emperor's Leviathan aquarium, creating an ideal environment for it. However, at an unspecified time, the captive Sea Emperor Leviathan managed to train Peepers to use the pipe system through which the Peepers deposit flora seeds into the aquarium and collect small amounts of Enzyme 42. They then go back to the surface and distribute their enzyme. This process is the sole reason that some life managed to survive on the planet. Entrances for the alien vents are located in the dunes, the Grand Reef, the underwater islands, the mushroom forest, the mountains, and the deep sparse reef. But why exactly Peepers? Why didn't the Sea Emperor train bladderfish, for example? Why was it Peepers? Well, Peepers weren't just convenient, it was like they were built for this. First of all, they exist in almost every biome, from the safe shallows to the Grand Reef, even near the Aurora. If a creature lives somewhere, Peeper probably swims through it. They also breed insanely fast, which means there's more Peepers and more carriers for the cure. They are also extremely fast swimmers. They can travel far distances quickly, allowing the enzyme to spread across the ecosystem at rapid rates. They are attracted to other life forms as well, meaning they'll willingly bring the cure directly to infected animals. The Sea Emperor didn't need a lab, or nanotech, or precursor science. She needed only one thing: a species that could travel the world carrying her enzymes, and she already had it: the Peepers. Still not convinced? There's more proof. PDAs confirm Peepers have unusual movement patterns near the Sea Emperor Leviathan, and that they're drawn to her enzyme emissions. Peepers visibly carry enzyme particles on their bodies. Animals in Peeper-heavy biomes recover faster than those in deep, isolated areas. And an interesting part of this whole theory is that Leviathans seem to be immune to infection completely. This could be due to biomagnification, which is the increasing concentration of persistent chemicals. In the real world, this is with mercury and pesticides in organisms at successfully higher levels of a food chain, meaning that the top predators end up with much higher and often toxic levels than organisms at the bottom, leading to health issues. This happens because these substances are hard to excrete, so they accumulate in tissues and get passed up, getting magnified with each meal. So in the Subnautica world, the Reaper Leviathan eats Peepers, so the enzyme builds up in the Reaper Leviathan to the point where it's immune. And then the Sea Dragon eats the Reaper Leviathan to the point that the Sea Dragon is immune. The only part with this theory that doesn't make much sense is that there are herbivores like the Reefback Leviathan that does not eat the Peepers, so how come he's immune? But I do like this idea and this theory, it's a very nice thing. So in conclusion, the Peepers didn't just save themselves, they saved the entire planet. Such a little species of fish that saved everyone. They saved you, and in a way they saved humanity too, because without Peepers you'd never leave the planet alive and the Kharaa bacterium could have spread. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Subnautica's lore, drop a like and subscribe, it really helps the channel grow. And comment below what I should do next, maybe another creature. We could cover the Warpers, or the Gargantuan Leviathan again, or the Sea Dragon. I will be releasing a video shortly covering Subnautica's new devlog, talking about the tadpole. It looks really cool, even though it's very sad we're not going to get the sea moth. The tadpole looks absolutely great, and there's a lot to talk about with how you're going to be able to evolve the tadpole vehicle and add wings onto it and different kind of, I think they said chassis. So that's really interesting, so subscribe if you want to see that video, which is going to come out soon. Thank you so much for watching. Never underestimate the Peepers. Goodbye.